Good morning, my friends. Happy weekend, happy Saturday, and oh, it's a long weekend. Happy Labor Day weekend. Of course, it's another busy one for us. Just still trying to get Andrew's classroom done. It is almost there. Hopefully tomorrow we will be able to finish it up and not have to go Monday. That's our goal. But we're going to get a really late start tomorrow because we have stuff going on. Today Andrew's up. He was gone at 6:30 or 7 o'clock this morning. Today is the first football game of the season for the high school. So, of course, Doug and I are going to go just to, support. We have to leave here at about 10:15. So we already did all the chores with the chickens and everything. We're going to eat our breakfast and get ready to go. And then after the game, we're all driving separately. Because after the game, Doug has to run to the teacher's store and do a little bit of laminating for Andrew. Andrew's got, he'll be later at the game because they, do a, debriefing and stuff, I think. And then I have to go do plasma. Then Andrew's got to go do plasma. I think Ann is going to surprise Andrew and show up today, I think. I'm not sure about that. That's kind of the plan. We'll see what happens. And then tonight we have pinochle. So I have to make a dessert. I think I'm going to make a warm lemon pudding cake. They are 270 calories each. They look delicious. But you're supposed to bake it, let it cool for 20 minutes, and then eat it. So I think I'll make it all and then take it over to Joey and Mary's and bake it there. I'll do that after plasma, before pinochle. And then tomorrow we have to go to church late, which I cannot stand. I'm an early morning person, but Doug has to sing solo, so we're going to go to 11:30 and then come home and get changed and head right up to Andrew's school. That's why I said we were going to get a late start. He has to go to 11:30 at the parish where he's the director of religious ed, because right after that mass they have a teacher's meeting that he has to run. And then he's going to meet us right at the school. So I think we'll do good. I'm sitting here cutting out these. We made these for his classroom. There's going to be a little thing that says student info, but we have to get them cut out so Doug can laminate them. But it's coming together. It really, really is. I can't wait to show it to you. But for now, I'm going to go and I'm going to get breakfast started. It looks like Doug took out a bag of frozen hash browns. I showed you these in my grocery haul the other day. Convenience food. These are a great brand. The only thing in them is organic potatoes. There's no oils or anything in them, so that's great. We're going to make some bacon and eggs for breakfast. I want a nice hearty breakfast because I am probably not going to eat until pinochle time tonight, is my guess. So I want to have a nice hearty breakfast to fuel me for the day. I'll be back and I'll show it to you on the plate. I totally forgot to show you my breakfast because we were in such a hurry. I had 2 eggs, dippy eggs, over potatoes. It was 3 ounces of potatoes. I had an English muffin with a 1/4 teaspoon of butter and 3 slices of bacon. Didn't figure out the points or calories yet. I'm going to sit and do that while I'm at the game. It was a very big...
Your destination is on the right.
Why is my GPS still going? It is a big hearty breakfast because I probably won't eat again until pinochle tonight is my guess, because we're just going to be too busy. And I like to stay full all day, so works for me. But I am heading into the game. Andrew called and asked Doug to be a chain man. Like a chain worker. He has to work the chain for first downs and stuff. So I will be sitting all by my lonesome. Could not find a Gloucester Catholic football shirt, so I have a cross-country shirt on that'll work. It's Adam's. I stole it out of his drawer. So that's that. I'm going to go in. I will try to get a little bit of footage of Doug being the chain man and Andrew being a coach. Okay, there is my coach in the red hat. Right there. And not sure where my chain guy is. Oh, there he is. Right there. In the Philly shirt, I think? No, he's got a Gloucester Catholic shirt on. Voila! I have not picked up the camera since the football game. I just got a few little tiny clippets of the game or of what was going on. They ended up losing 28-21. Sounds like a heartbreaking loss, but honestly, they did it to themselves. The amount of turnovers were ridiculous. Ridiculous. So, it is what it is. Andrew was really bummed. I think he was most upset that the kids didn't seem to care, that it was so close and that they had so many turnovers. He wasn't happy with the attitude. But, I mean, not all the kids, just a couple. He said they went in the kids went in thinking that they were going to easily get a win, so they weren't as intense as they should have been. But it is what it is. I told him, I said, Andrew, not every kid is as intense as you are, so, But he had a good time. He enjoyed coaching. He got sunburnt, of course, because, nobody listens to the mama. So I left there. I had to leave at the end of the third quarter because I had to go do plasma. The game was taking forever. So I went and did my plasma. Oh, excuse me. I had to run to Walmart to pick something up for Andrew, for his classroom. It's like a little table, desk type thing. And now I am heading home. I decided that I did not feel like making dessert today. Nope. So Doug went to an amazing bakery that is known for their donuts and bought donuts. And that's what we're having because I would have had to, it's almost 4 o'clock now and we go over there at 6. It just would have been a huge hurry and just decided not to do it. It's like blasphemy for me not to bake something, but it is what it is. So every once in a while you just take it easy, and that's what I'm doing. It's been such a whirlwind 2 weeks, my friends. I have not been able, I haven't come up for air, so I decided that this is one thing that can give right now. So of course, as you saw, I forgot to film my breakfast. Because we were in a hurry, I had 3 ounces of hash brown potatoes, and we cooked those in the grease from the bacon that we made this morning. I had 3 strips of bacon, 2 dippy eggs, and an English muffin. So it was a really big breakfast, but I'm going to tell you, it held me completely. Still not hungry. Dinner will probably be about 6 o'clock at my brother's, so that's only another 2 hours away. I may have a bowl of fruit or something when I go home, just something light, like a bowl of fruit, or I think there might be a cucumber in there. Chop that up. I don't know. We'll see. But that's what's going on here. Andrew's giving plasma now. What Andrew doesn't know, I think I told you this, I don't remember what I say and what I don't. Ann is coming down to surprise him. So she left a bit ago. So that will be a nice surprise for him. And then we're just going to go play pinochle. So not a whole lot this weekend. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to go to Andrew's classroom after we're done church. And that's going to be a long one, I think. We'll see. And then I'll probably extend this into Monday. And I think Monday we are going to pick all the butternut squash because all the plants are dead. The squash is just, there's really no picking. It's picking it up off the ground. All the plants have died back, and there's about, I think, 6 or 7 butternut squash. We will not be planting that again. Yes, I love having them and they last forever, like if you store them properly. But for 7 butternut squash, they took up so much room. If we had like dedicated raised beds, that would be a different story. But these just took up so much room. They choked out our zucchini, and also I will just be buying my butternut squash next year, not growing it. But it was fun to do. It was neat watching it grow and seeing how big it got. So I think we're going to pick that tomorrow. Pardon me, I am so sorry. It's so rude of me. And I think we're going to dig up all the potatoes tomorrow and the last little bit of onions. See if there's any green beans to pick. So really the only thing we still have going are some herbs, the green beans, and tomatoes. Everything else, oh, and peppers. We do have peppers. Oh, we have eggplant too. What am I saying? There's still a lot going on in there. So, you know, it's very nice to be able to pick into September. Last year we were picking peppers into November. So that was awesome. We'll see what happens. It is what it is. But that's it. I am almost home. About 4 miles from home. Dinner dishes are still like on the stove because we ran out the door. So I'm going to take a hot minute to run upstairs and change the sheets on Adam's bed, which is where Ann sleeps. And I'm going to clean up the kitchen from breakfast and do a quick little tidy. And Doug and I will probably be arriving home at the same time. So that's that, and I will catch you all in a bit. Shocking. Forgot to film my breakfast. We were so busy talking to Andrew and Ann at the breakfast table that I just forgot. I'm a really bad vlogger. I've just been living in the moment so much lately, I forget to pick up the camera. So we are on our way home from church. It is the middle of the afternoon for me, my friends. It is 12:30. We're gonna run home and get changed and head right out the door again. We should be able to get the entire classroom done today, except for a map. We had a plan for this world map that we found in his closet. Didn't quite work out because I'm not a very good measurer. And it was way too big for the space. So Andrew ordered a world map. It's supposed to come today, but not until like 10 o'clock tonight. So he'll have to put that up tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on Tuesday when he's at school. But the rest of the room should get done today, so I can't wait to share it with you. Like I said, it is a 100-year-old classroom. It needs a lot of TLC. It needs to be painted desperately. But I think we did a pretty good job making it look good. It was funny. There's a lot of kids who Andrew went to grade school with, to K-8 with, who were younger than him, but who now are at Gloucester Catholic. So it's kind of funny that, you know, he's teaching kids that he was on the track team with and things like that. But anyway, so I was talking to a couple of them after Mass, and they're like, what classroom does Andrew have? I'm like, oh, 025. And they're like, that is everybody's reaction, because like they all know this classroom was the dumping ground. And they're just like, I'm like, yeah, I know. He doesn't want to have one of the shiny, beautiful classrooms, but that's okay. We're going to make it look good. So they're all like, oh, we're going to go up and see him. I'm like, he would love that. So it's just I just love the little community. And there's so many advantages to going to little tiny schools like my kids went to, and there's so many advantages to going to big schools. You know, there's definitely advantages to both, but I just love this little community that, you know, kids that Andrew went to school with that were way underclassmen, he is now teaching. It just, I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool. But, you know, any words of wisdom? Doug sang beautifully today. That response seemed really hard. Was it hard?
It wasn't as hard as it seemed.
It sounded very hard.
The gospel exclamation was actually a little more difficult.
Yes, I was going to say that was very hard. That sounded very hard too, but he did a very good job. I always sit in the second row, and in the front row, they reserve if there's any babies being baptized. They don't baptize during Mass, they baptize after, but they acknowledge the families and stuff during Mass. And oh my gosh, this little baby, she looked to be probably about 5 weeks or so, and oh my goodness, she just had the tiniest little angelic face, and she just slept curled up on her daddy's shoulder, and oh my goodness, it was so cute. I like had to stop staring at her so I could pay attention to me. She had this cute little bow in her hair, and she was so adorable. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna go home, get changed, and
Get to work.
We're gonna take a big jug of water with us.
Good idea.
Because it's gonna be, it's already, what's it say, 94?
Yes.
It's already 94, so I should have told Andrew, he had to stop in his classroom before he went to church and
turn the air on.
Yeah, and to his meeting, I should have told him to turn the air on and get the room nice and cool, but
Maybe he will.
he's not going to think of that. Kids don't think of that. I just got a text from Adam saying, I think the air conditioner in church was broken. He said it was so hot in there. Me and Bella are all sticky. So it is hot everywhere, and if the air can't keep up, the air can't keep up. So this was our last weekend in the hall. We will be back in the church next weekend, so that is super exciting. They might not have all the kneelers in, and everything might not be 100%, but it's darn close. So that'll be good being in there next weekend. So I will catch up with you when we are at the school. Okay, it's gotta look worse before it looks better, right? That's what we keep telling ourselves. We're getting there, we're getting there. Cannot wait to show you when it is all done. Here's some little glimpses of before. We're getting there. Andrew and Ann are getting changed. We got this, I'm not sure if I showed you this closet the other day, but we got it completely cleaned out. It's a huge closet. So he has tons and tons and tons of storage. So that's really good. So anxious to show you what it looks like when we're done. Close, friends. We are close. We are almost done, and I will do the big reveal. But right now we are taking time out to have a little bit of Chinese food for dinner. I got some egg foo young, which I have not had in a long time. Came with 4 of these. I'm going to be lucky if I eat one. And I did take a little bit of Jug's lo mein to try. Anne refuses to sit down with her sesame chicken. And Andrew has orange chicken. So we are going to eat this, finish up, and be gone. We are done. Almost officially. There's one thing that a couple things we're still waiting for Amazon. Like he's waiting for a mouse and a mouse pad. And we're waiting for one more thing that goes up on the bulletin board that's not coming until Monday or Tuesday. So he'll just bring that in when he comes in and hang that up. But I'm going to show you. I don't know if you remember what it looked like before. So maybe I'll put that clip in here and then show you the after. So here is the entrance. Check out this door. This part of the building is over 100 years old. And this, you said it's an old fire door? Mm-hmm. It's on a weight. How cool is that? So this is his entrance to his room. This is for some football things he has. And then we'll come in. This is for cell phones. We have stickers to put on here with numbers. We forgot to bring them. This is an awesome closet. I think I took pictures. I'll insert the pictures of what it looked like before. But he's got this nice storage. This is all his classroom decorations, classroom Christmas tree. This is all, as you know, he is the director of religious education for the church associated with the school. This is all that stuff. And then his personal filing cabinet back there. Back in the day when this was an elementary school, this was the cloakroom. You can see all the hooks. Pretty cool. So out of the closet, and this is Andrew's desk area representing the Phillies. This is his expectations kind of bulletin board. Andrew saw this poster on Amazon, but didn't like the coloring of it, so I just made him a new one with the colors he wanted. It's a pretty cool poster. And then other expectations on that board. Coming around to his desk, he's got a monster-sized desk, all nice and organized. This is his computer that he needs for like all his power school stuff and everything. He can just wheel on over. We covered this with contact paper, this table, to make it look better. Smart board, the motto of the school up there. His podium, if this looks familiar, it's because he had it in his other classroom. Little whiteboard, not sure what that's for. He's going to be teaching world history, so he has posters about different civilizations here. And then he also saw this poster on Amazon, but did not like the look of it at all. It was like purple and brown and kind of ugly, so we just remade it in Canva. Good old Canva. Every civilization, I'm sorry about the lighting. Every civilization has grapes, geography, religion, achievements, politics, economics, social structure. Pretty cool. This is his prayer corner right here. It is a Catholic school. And Andrew loves St. Joseph of Cupertino. That is the name he took for confirmation. And he is the patron saint of test takers. So this is his main bulletin board here. History is a form of time travel. He's got think like a historian posters about, how you develop arguments and comparison and things like that. He has 6 clocks, and each one has a different time around the world. We have the city we're in right here. We've got Berlin, Germany, Cairo, Egypt, New Delhi, India, Seoul, South Korea, and Wellington, New Zealand. And then this is going to be a world map.
Thanks, Miss Hale.
Thank you, Kathy Hale. That was a lovely gift that you gave to Andrew. We were waiting for the world map to come in, and that's going to go there. And then another poster, flag and the pledge. And then we just have some other things about maps, parallels, hemispheres, meridians, things like that. Then check out this cool poster. Once again, thank you, Kathy Hale. It is Leaders of History, and they're like the little, not bobbleheads, I don't know what they call them. They have a name. But anyway, it's really, really cool. All different leaders of history. Really, really cool. So that's that. This is a closet of unknown books. We just stuck everything we didn't know what to do with in that closet, pretty much. It's lots of books. He's got another big closet right here that he really doesn't even have anything in. He has a student info board here. That'll be like, buy your yearbook, put your deposit on your class trip, whatever. Information there. And then he set up this little area for students if they forget a pen, if they forget a pencil, if they need tape or a stapler or loose leaf. He was a student once. He gets it. Sometimes you forget. He's got another big closet right here. And then on his door, he's got his name and another poster. So what do you think, Andrew? Are you happy with it?
I am.
Big change from...
It was very different when we started, because I don't think the room changed very much when I was here, because this was my homeroom as a freshman. So I think this is a very dramatic change. And the people that were here before and were in this classroom, I think they're going to be like, oh my gosh, too. Yep. I think it looks great. We worked hard, so it is all good. Now they come back on Andrew comes back on Tuesday for teacher orientation, and then the students start on Wednesday. So exciting stuff ahead. Exciting stuff. Good morning, friends. It is around 6:30. I am out here letting the girls out. So, we put these automatic feeders in so we could fill them once a week and be good. We filled them yesterday. They are empty. Not because these piggies ate it all, but because they pull it all out and throw it all over the ground. I'm not sure what's going on with all those feathers. Must have been a little kerfuffle. But I'm seriously, I am not filling these again for you. You are going to eat it off the ground, because that is a lot of money in food down there. So I'm not sure why they started pulling it all out and putting it on the ground. I guess they just want to scratch and peck at it. I don't know. But that's another
Question for another day, I guess. There is Miss Daisy, Willow, Wanda the mean girl, Kono, and, whoops, sorry, didn't mean to scare you. Oh, God forbid I moved. Here's all the babies. You can see which two are roosters, can't you? Yep, they should be going to their new home tomorrow. But the babies and the teenagers just seamlessly got put together, so that was good. But right now, I am going back in the house, and I'm going to get coffee and tea started because everyone is still sleeping. Good morning, Mabel. Good morning, Mabel. What you doing? If I was smart, I'd stay out here right now and dig up all these potatoes because it is gorgeous right now, and it's supposed to be about 94 today. But I'm not smart, so I'm going back in the house. So, yes, I just rolled out of bed, you can tell. So next up on the agenda, once we're up and moving completely, we have to go pick up our corn order. We ordered 200 ears of Jersey sweet corn. We're gonna get that processed today. We're gonna dig up the potatoes and the rest of the onions and clean out the chicken coop. That is what we plan on doing today, so stay tuned. It is so beautiful out here. But pollen is high. Pollen is always high in Jersey. You're right, Doug. You're right. So before we start our morning chores, we decided to have a nice cup of coffee and tea out on the porch and do morning prayers out here. Then we'll get to work. Boy, in the 20 minutes that we were on the porch, it got hot. Should have done this a little earlier. But we are going to let all the chickens out, every single one of them. We're going to see if they can cohabitate in the yard while we do all the work. I'm sure there's going to be a squabble here and there, but we're going to give it a try and see what happens. So this was our first year growing butternut squash. I don't know if they were ready to pick, but all of the vines were dead and they really weren't attached anymore. So we just picked them and put them in a bucket. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. If anybody knows if they look ready, let me know. But like I said, they really weren't going to grow anymore because they weren't attached. Here's all the dead vines from the butternut squash. So I don't know. We'll just have to see. But the garden is definitely looking like fall is coming. I got a ton of grape tomatoes, and there's a whole lot more on the plants. But I think they're still not quite red. So I might give those another day and come out and get those either tomorrow or the next day. Let them get a little bit redder. I want to take these and eggplant and roast them up together and serve that as a side dish tonight. Okay, so I went through the green beans thinking, oh, maybe I'll be able to pick enough to have for dinner this week. Maybe there's still enough on there. Oh, there's enough to can. There's a lot of green beans. They're my least favorite thing to pick. Apparently Laura feels that way too. Got all these tomatoes. Check out these little tiny potatoes. We had some volunteer potato plants. A volunteer plant, if you don't know, is just something that grows that you didn't plant. Could have been from the compost pile, could have just been left over from last year. And when I was pulling up a weed, all these came with it. So I have some tiny little new potatoes. They'll certainly get used. Doesn't matter how big they are. We definitely need to check over there because there might be more. I got 2 regular tomatoes. This time of year in our zone, the tomatoes don't get very big just because it's, August, September. Lots of grape tomatoes and then this whole bucket of other stuff. So not too bad for 40 minutes in the garden. I'm going to have Doug go back through and see if I missed anything because I'm sure I did. He is finishing up a total coop clean out. I guess about every 2 weeks. We've talked about doing the deep litter method, but we just never have. So about every 2 weeks we do a total clean out, make it all nice and fresh. And I took the ceramic eggs that we keep in there and I had them up on top of the nest box to take them in and scrub them. Well, Willow jumped up there and knocked 2 of them off. So we are down to 1 fake egg. And now that we have so many new chickens who will be new layers, I definitely want to go get more because I like them to, you know what we're doing. Okay, we've got all of the, starting to move the dirt away so we can start uncovering some potatoes, hopefully. Keep digging, man. Yep, wait.
Some there.
I see one. Oh, I see some. Oh, there's one there. Okay, let's get those out of the ground and see. Okay, that's a nice one. Oh, that's a real nice one. Are they all intact, Doug?
Yeah.
Oh, great. We try to do it with our hands and not a shovel because the shovel can actually, nick the potato or break the skin, and then they'll go bad if you don't use them right away. So.
Right here.
Oh, wow. There we go. Okay. Awesome.
There's no one.
It's starting to get really brutal out here, so I had the bright idea to bring our little tent canopy out. We have it short. We didn't raise it all the way up. We have it over the digging area, and we also have our new air indoor-outdoor fan because, like Doug says, hot air is better than no air, and there is 0 breeze today, so this will definitely help keep things moving while we're digging up these taters. And this, my friends, this is what 200 ears of corn looks like. That's next up. Okay, over an hour's worth of work and a half a bucket of potatoes. I'm thinking next year we buy them at the farmer's market. It's a lot of work for not a lot of yield. I don't know if it's what we do wrong. We follow all the instructions to a T, but we'll see. Okay, we still have not had anything to eat yet. It's 12:30, but I've got potatoes going for dinner. I'm gonna make German potato salad. And I'm also going to make a dish that my sister-in-law made the other night. I saw her making it and it looked really good. Excuse the mess on the counter. She just took eggplant and cubed it up, then added in a whole bunch of grape tomatoes, olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and roasted it in the oven at 400 for about 2 hours, stirring it every 20 minutes or so. It looked and smelled so delicious that I decided I need to make some. Okay, it is 1:30 and we are finally taking a break to finally eat something today. This is half of one of the egg foo young pancakes from last night. I didn't think I wanted a whole one. I wasn't sure. So I did a half of one and a 1/4 cup of rice. Doug finished his leftover lo mein, and then this is from the kids the other night. We're just finishing all the leftovers. It's barbecue chicken pizza and a sweet chili wing. I'm going to eat half. Doug's going to eat half. And I'm going to have that little piece of pizza. And Doug's going to have the big one. So that's going to be my lunch today. Kind of all over the place, but we just wanted to get those out of the oven. Actually, this is breakfast and lunch. Not out of the oven, out of the refrigerator. Yeah, I have delirium from being out in the heat. Okay, it is dinner time. Sitting down to dinner, I already took a bite. I have a little bit of German potato salad that I made this afternoon. Some roasted eggplant and tomatoes that I made this afternoon. And we have brats with some sauerkraut on a bun. We also have corn on the cob. You'd think we're tired of looking at corn on the cob? Yes, yes we are. Well, friends, I am calling this vlog done. You will see, hopefully on Thursday, a video with all the corn. 200 ears of corn and how we processed it. I just didn't want to put it in this video because it would have gotten long, and I just wanted it to stand alone. That way, it's so much easier to reference. I have so many people so many times say, oh, I was looking for your strawberry jam recipe or video. Well, it's stuck in the middle of a vlog. So I'm going to try, when I do anything that I think may be of interest, to put it in its own video. So look for Cornapalooza, hopefully on Thursday. That's my hope. I'm crazy busy this week, especially with going away. I'm not sure if I told you we're going away for the weekend, but we'll talk about that another day. But that's it. I am saying good night, goodbye, all that good stuff, and I will catch you all in my next video.